Hi everyone, Dennis here, and I'm back with Spencer, rescue number 2659. And we're going to read another bedtime story from this wonderful coffee table book, 25th Anniversary Golden Reflections. Tonight's story is all about Zoe, number 1526. Zoe. Now Spencer, you must remember Zoe because when we visited Oakley, she was there. So let's start. My name is Zoe, or Zozo, as I'm more commonly called. Before I found Golden Rescue, I was passed around from family to family, 4 of them in fact. I heard these words, separation anxiety, bandied about, but I don't know what that means. I met my foster family and I really thought, this time, I'm here for good. They had 3 other dogs who I loved instantly, a big property on the lake, and an amazing mom. I said to myself, Zozo, this is it. But before I knew it, I was adopted by 2 lovely ladies. But I just couldn't settle. I'm not proud of it, but I howled all day when they left for work. Eventually they got the message and sent me back to that family on the lake. This time I had to find a way to stay, so I devised a plan. First of all, I went on my best behavior. I wasn't needy, I hardly ever barked, and I watched like a hawk what the other dogs did to see if I could pick up some pointers. I noticed the big dog Jake would go down to the lake and walk back and forth wagging his tail constantly. I heard it was called fishing. I decided to copy this and actually I loved it. I also learned to do this wiggly thing with my body. Humans think it's really cute. I started to wiggle from my head to my shoulders, down my body to my tail. My foster mom loved it and started to call me Wiggleworm. I knew I was getting to her. Now I had to find a way to get to my foster dad. He was a harder nut to crack. Not really, but he liked to think he was. With him, I just learned to sit perfectly still in front of him with my big brown eyes trained on his. Not whining, not barking, not asking for anything. I just sat and looked at him. It must have worked because 5 years later I'm still there with my 3 rescued buddies, my lake, my fish, and my amazing forever parents. I'm told I'm very small for a golden, but I'm extremely strong. I hardly ever bark, or when I do it is deep, loud, and surprising for a little girl. And sometimes I raise my head in the air and howl like a wolf. I'm as fit as a fiddle and as happy as a lark. Who knew fiddles were fit and larks were happy? Oh well, that's my story. Gotta go. More fish to fry, as the saying goes. Now, I don't actually fry them. In fact, I don't actually catch them either. That's why it's called fishing and not catching. Now, I'm sad to report that unfortunately, Zoe crossed the Rainbow Bridge and is no longer with us. But what a wonderful story. So thanks for joining us with this evening, and to all of you from Spencer and me, good night, Goldens.